Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor with a shaky hand and a shaky camera. This is an answer to Jason at Blue Ox Model Shop. To show your workspace, what you're working with, and all that. So I figured I've done this kind of before in the past, but since it's a relevant thing, and the shop's basically done now, so I figured we will do it, and we'll start off coming into the door here. So let me turn you around and we'll take a look, and we'll talk about the dimensions and everything else as we go. So as you can see, this is my entry door here into the shop. Standard door. Come in, and since I've redone the shop now, I have like my man cave spot where I can sit and just watch TV and videos, play video games, listen to music, whatever. It's all set up there. The typical decorations everywhere like everybody else has. Nothing different. I mean, I have an upper wall here that I have people's shop cards on and other decorations. And then we converted our one desk, if you remember, down to where this is now all diorama stuff. Materials, shipping, all this down here is shipping, important papers and stuff like that in these drawers and other stuff. All diorama stuff on the top, materials down here, more shelves that go up over here to display models on. I'll rearrange these pictures when you come in. But when you come in, this shop is it's 12 feet from that wall towards me, and then we're 21 feet left to right. So I've got the shop kind of broken up now to where this is kind of the rest and relaxation and storage area. Got like an old vintage, what I use for a coffee table. It stores all my extra magazines and books, automotive based or whatever, inside there. And just a decorative rug. Here's our old 3D printer that's going off to Ernest at Acme to see if he can fix it, get it working right. And then we can kind of walk over here. And this is my breaker box for the whole house. But then we look back and you can start to see there's more decorations. All the trophies and ribbons and placards and stuff like that. And then I try to keep all my unbuilt models categorized and organized on shelves above all the way around the shop. So these are all unbuilt and categorized. I start with Chevy and GM and work my way back to Ford, and then this lower shelf here is all Mopar, back to difference like International Harvester, Jeep, AMC, all that stuff is down below that. And then you can see this is the diorama table, our new organization for my acrylic paints, which are all filled up now. Anywhere from Citadel, Tamiya, Vallejo, you name it, it's all in there. And then more organization over here for everything else. And then I added more lights to framing here to light up just that desk area. You can kind of see, been working on the diorama a little bit. And then I have organization over here for all my balsa wood, styrene. I have screen mesh for whatever I'm doing. I have power strip here, so any tools I need I can just plug in there and use it. Kind of brings you around. It's where I store all my 3D printed parts that I print off. And then we go from a big desk area here where I can remove this module system here, and I can put a chair back there and somebody can work off this desk, so I can have 3 build areas right here if I wanted to. Then I go over into the 3D printing area, and then below is all the accessories and equipment that I need for 3D printing stored in that. Cheap little plastic drawers. I keep all my abundance of miscellaneous stuff in, and I always keep a big box for trash. I have a paper towel dispenser here and one over there, so pretty much wherever I need. And then I have all my some of my models on display up here in cases. And then we have a big display case over there that's got a bunch of models in it. Shop cards, abundance everywhere. And then we have the Z-Force wall from all the great products he sends us. Steven Zimmerman, wheels and tires, and then all my aftermarket companies like Detail Masters, photo etch stuff like that all up here. And there's more. A lot of it's still in each individual kits. As I get it, I put it in there so I have it. But I'll get it out and I'll hang it up on the board. And I always try to leave space to add more if I need to. And then we go down here. This lower half, this is all extra parts that I'm going through right now. Getting a care package together for Norman for all the 3D printing work he did. Trying to get through these boxes. And then I have what I call my junkyard, which is all the kit tires and wheels I keep, exhausts, interior parts, whatever, are all in these little drawers and bins, and they're all labeled. You just can't hardly see it. And then some bigger scale kits and other kits that I've started, and they're just waiting to get finished up. And of course I have workspace down here. I have my DIY downdraft table, so when I'm cutting and grinding, it'll suck it all down into there through a filtration system. And then we kind of come around and we're at the paint booth. And you can see, so for filming, when I'm working in the paint booth, I have a little rig here I've set up. Inside the paint booth is just like everybody else uses. I just took it apart and incorporated it in. So my paint booth is 2 feet square. I have the light bar up here that came with the portable spray booth. And then I added another light across the top. And then it's all reflective tape on the very top, so it makes it really bright. Then I added this light strip, which really, it's red and white lights. It's more like a plant grow bulb or light setup, but with that on, and then all the other lights, it really lights up the spray booth so I can really see what I'm working on. And then anything pertaining to that is all in here. All my little alligator clips. My rack that holds my airbrushes there. And I have one that goes over here too, in this corner. It's just not in right now. And then down below, I have more power strips. My air compressor sits down there. My carrying case I take to shows. And then my refrigerator with all y'all's great stickers on them. And then over here is more storage containers. It's got all my airbrush equipment in this drawer. Down here is like decals. Over here is like batteries and spare car bodies and stuff like that I use. That you always hear me talking about. And then this is the paint section. Keep all my rattle cans, all my Splash, Gravity, MCW, Mr. Color, my Createx, all on that shelf there. It runs all the way to the far left corner behind the dehydrator. Anything I need for paint is all right in this area. So I try to keep, everything where it is needed, and I can just spin my chair and grab what I need. It's all within arm's reach. And then of course, all my unbuilt kits. Down below here is all like my JDM model kits and trucks, big scale, more parts. These are boxes full of just spare chassis and body parts and stuff like that in them. And then I have containers sitting everywhere that's got different wires, flocking, all that stuff is right within, reach. There's the aqua rod. We've got to finish that up soon. And then this is where I store all my boxes for the kits that I've built. And then what I do is I go in and I eventually cut the box down and collapse it, and then it goes into a big box out in the garage. There's the switch for the downdraft table. I also have one of these architectural lights, magnifiers. I can swing to any of these locations. There's a build area right here, fully set up with all the equipment and tools I need, as each station has. You go around, you can see there's all the tools and everything for whatever I'm working on. So I got a build area right here. I got a build area right here. I have a build area here. And I have 2, possibly 3 right here if I need it. So, and then underneath the diorama table is all the parts and stuff for upcoming dioramas. And then more diorama supplies within the table. And then I've got like my heat gun, my blow dryer, soldering gun, a scriber, or an engraver, my cup warmer that I use to heat up the water for decals. So yeah, I pretty much have everything in a place where I need it. And then, since it's so dark underneath there, I installed puck lights that I can just turn on with a remote control. So it lights up underneath there. I can see what's up underneath there if I need to. Then I can just turn them off with the remote. More drawers underneath here. These are all filled with tools. All, you name it, it's there. More tools right there. And as you can see, the diorama, trying to work on it. So yeah, I pretty much, and then I have 2 that sit back there. You can see there's one, and then there's the other pure air purifiers that run, because the smell of these printers is horrible. And then I have 2 small ones. Well, the new printer has one built into it, so with all that running, it really helps. You can't hardly smell it anymore. And of course, every shop needs one fire extinguisher. And then that's pretty much it. Up there, there's more JDM kits I intend to build one day. Parts kits. There's a display case that looks like a garage. I don't have it plugged in yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So just to reflect back, yeah, my shop is 12 by 21. Let me find the stand here. 12 by 21, and of course, now I've packed this full of crap. It would be nice to have a bigger shop, but it's very functional. I've had to go through trial and error of reconfiguring it, reworking my space several times, to where now I'm really happy with the space I have. Everything is easy to get to, what I need. If I am working on a diorama, I have all my supplies like rocks and gravel and grout and grass, and all that stuff is all over there. I know exactly where it's at, so I can go get it. Still some little bit of organizing to do, but yeah, so I hope this kind of answers questions and answers your question, Jason. I've seen your shop, your original shop, and moved to your new room, and how you've done it. And you just got to figure out through trial and error what works best for you and how you set things up in space. Everybody'd love to have a shop like this, and I get that. There's some things I would do different if I would have put more thought planning into it. I built this shop myself out of my own pocket, and it works for me. And I built it to be able to accommodate other people if they ever came in and they didn't have a shop but they wanted to build a model, so I could accommodate somebody else coming in. So that was in my thought process. And just being able to keep everything organized and know where it's at. That's a constant struggle that we all face. Because if anybody's in this hobby, you know what it's like. Everything's so addictive. You want this and you want that, and then next thing you know, you're out of space, and you're like. So my tip would be really, before you build your shop or you take a space and convert it to your shop, really think about how far you're going to go with the hobby. Storage is the number one priority. Am I going to be able to store all my unbuilt kits? Am I going to have space to store all the parts I use and that I buy and get and organize them? Your paint area. This room's well ventilated. My paint booth is ventilated to the outside. I have a respirator I still use. My downdraft table is vented into a DIY filter box, so it purifies the air as it runs, and I have the 2 air purifiers running. So it keeps the odor and the fumes way down, which is really good. Because when you get in a confined space and you start painting, even if you're brush painting and you're using thinners and stuff like that and cleaners, you don't want your shop reeking of it all the time, and you're breathing it all in. So it's good to have a well ventilated area to work in. That would be my key things. So a lot of thought process, planning, researching on what you can get. You don't have to do it the top dollar budget. You can do it like I did, balling on the budget. Take your time, learn how to make stuff yourself that costs the big dollar, and use your big dollars for the things you want. It's your shop. You do it how you want to, and this is just our version of it. I'm open to any questions on what I did, how I did it, anything like that. You just, contact me. Leave me an email. My email is always down in the descriptions. And we should put out another video later this week on any progress that we make. I'm still trying to get myself in the rhythm of being back in here, getting stuff done. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's 12 feet front to back and 21 feet left to right. And it's located in the back half of my garage. So I have a oversized 2-car garage. It's attached to the house. So I just took the back half, where the front half I could put 2 small cars in there if I needed to. When I say small, it'd be like a Volkswagen Bug, or I might be able to fit my wife's car in there. I don't know. She's got a Kia Sportage. But it would be, mid-sized to small car on each side that I could fit out there. But the other half of it is used for storage and my daughter's art studio and granddaughter's little area. She does all the clay and slime and all that stuff, and her little craft paints that she uses to keep it out of the house. But yeah, I've been happy with it. I've been in here for 2 years now, and we've redone it 3 times, and I think the 3rd time is the charm. As always, you can let me know what you think about it down below. Any questions? I comment back on every comment. If it's really big, you can just send me an email, and I'll be glad to answer any questions I can. But at the end of the day, I hope this answers any questions anybody had. I'm not running any super duper extra electric in here. The garage was already pre-wired because it was the model home, and it is climate controlled, and I can regulate the temperature in here if I need to. And that's about it. And people ask about the TV. That's the 65-inch flat screen TV. So it's a pretty good overall workspace. And I could have just kept it the way it was, where it was just wall to wall bench space, but it got to where it was overwhelming. This is more realistic, so I can work at any spot I need to and have whatever I need to work on it. And if not, I can within reach a tool or paint or whatever I need. So that's the other key thing I say is, in your thought process, to design it where it's beneficial to you and not become a hassle where you're constantly having to walk across the shop or go looking for this or looking for that. Pretty much you got everything in a place where it's supposed to be. So design thought is key. Other than that, just have fun with it, guys. You don't have to rush it. I rushed this, and that's why I've redone it 3 times. And now I am happy with it, and I like the layout. It could be better, but that's the way it is in anything. Even when we're done with a model, it could be better. And it's just all in how you want it to be and how you want it to function for you. So, think of it a lot. Draw it up on paper. Measure 15 times to make sure that your space is what you need it. I've seen shops that are 5 times as big as mine. I've seen shops that it's not even a shop, they're just working off a TV tray or their kitchen table. And it's you don't have to have this to build a model car. It's just how I wanted to take it and do it, and keep it away from everything else. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave your comment below. Let me know what you think. And good question, Jason. People bring this up from time to time, and it's always good to refresh and let people out there see, what kind of space we're working in and what caused us to do this and be at this level or this level and everything else. So I look forward to watching other videos on people's workspaces and their thought process into designing it and setting it up and what direction they're going in with it. I find it just as interesting as watching somebody build a model. So again, you're looking, you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell notification. You'll know when these videos come out. As all my other videos, you can go back and see the process in me building this room, back through all my archive, where I take you on a tour of the shop. Really not showed it so much since it's been done this time. So please enjoy. And until the next video, this is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.